creation new. Put the cards together and call it a brew. Will it work? We don't know. That's the whole point of the show. It's untested, it's brand new. Welcome to Freshly Brewed.
All right, what is up, my friends? Welcome to Freshly Brewed, the show we build a deck and we just freaking play it. Episode 83. We're playing some Timeless. You ever want to win the game with one card? Here it is, Goblin NecroBelcher. All right, 4-mana artifact. Pay 3, tap it. Reveal cards at the top of your library to reveal a land card. Then you reveal damage to the number of cards that were revealed. Well, guess what? We don't got any lands. We are playing all the MDFCs, so we have 0 lands in our deck, meaning that this just says deal damage equal to your library to your opponent for 7 mana, or you can space it out and go 4 and 3. So this deck can kill turn 1 pretty easily, right? Turn 1, land, ritual, NecroBelcher kill you. That's not the main plan. That's kind of a cool thing to do. What we are playing is a Necro plan. So you have 4 Necropotents, the original, and 3 Necrodominants, the new one, to just turn life into cards. And then we're going to be using those cards to screw our opponent up. Grief, Bowmasters, Duress, Thoughtseize. The important piece here, of course, is March of Wretched Sorrow, which allows us to turn cards back into life. You see how it works, right? Life for cards, cards into life. So kill a thing, get a bunch of life, and do it all over again until we find, a Belcher and just kill them, which is pretty cool. Mirror could also find our stuff as well, which is kind of cool. And then get Demonic Tutor, removal spells. Reanimate can do our scam thing with our Grief. We have Grief, Reanimate, and then we have Malakar Birth as far as ways to get the Grief scam thing going. And that's the deck. So that's what we're going to do. So that is the deck, and we're going to get right to the games. Brought to you by Rogue Energy. That's right. New sponsor of mine, and they are awesome. Folks, I'm not going to lie to you. I have a Rogue almost every day. Now, I am not an energy guy. I'm not a caffeine guy. So the energy stuff's not really for me, but their hydration line is where it's at. Their hydration line is no caffeine, no sugar, and just B vitamins, like 5 calories. Tastes great. Hydrates. I have one of these basically every day. See, I've got my Rogue here. Today was, I think, sour watermelon was my flavor for today. And you can check them out on rogueenergy.com. Use promo code JimDavisMTG for 20% off your order. They also have a chill line, which is kind of cool. It's like ginseng and stuff in it, which is sweet. So check it all out, rogueenergy.com. And I got to get a good tagline for them about the Rogue, fix your shit, whatever. Don't tell them I screwed it up, all right? All right, let's rock and roll. I'll fix that later. On the play, chat, come hang out with me. Pretty insane opening hand potential in this deck. We've got, obviously, we got a no-lander. So we have a Grief, a Rebirth, a Ritual, a Reanimate. So we can go turn. We don't have any untapped lands. We can still keep this, though. So we're going to keep this. And we'll just play Predation. And then we'll just set up for a Scam on turn 2. We have Dark Ritual Necro, too, so we'll have to draw an untapped land. Maybe we just Grief them. If we have charge you Necro. Just Grief Pitching Bowmaster. Or actually, Grief Pitching Reanimate. They're playing Luris instead of for Necro on turn 2. Yeah, I think resolving Necro is the most important thing by far. So let's Grief. And then let's exile. Is it Reanimate or is it Orcish Bowmasters? Next turn we can go Ritual Necro. Tap land. Let's stop Bowmasters. Why is it the freaking... I made it the cool version. What the hell? Alright, they have Bowmasters, Tameo, Mana Drain, Spell Pierce, Lorien Revealed. We'll take the Spell Pierce, and we're just ready to rock and roll. And we have Necro, not Necrodominance. Important to note that Necro just puts the cards in your hand, does not actually draw them against Bowmasters, so... Alright, so here's a fetch land. We're going to draw an untapped land we can reanimate too. We did draw an untapped land actually, that's sick. So let's just reanimate. So let's reanimate our Grief. This is a check to see if I drew a Spell Pierce or something like that. I did not, so take some damage. Look at their hand. Probably take Mana Drain. I drew Death Shadow. Just take Mana Drain here. Take Mana Drain. And then we will go Agadeems. Pay 3 life. Ritual Necro. Fortunately, we've taken some damage here, but this is fine. We have plenty of life to work with. Should I draw... I would say draw 6 here, probably. So we're going to Necro 6 times. Got to manually do each one, of course. The power of the skull.
Yeah.
It's 4, 5, 6. Alright, so we got 6 cards coming. Grief in play. Not a bad turn 1, turn 2, right? Put those cards in hand. Oh, there's a count the griefs over here. Alright, so we got Grief, Charbelcher, Trawler, a couple lands. Unfortunately, no March. But I think all these Griefs will be able to power through our Belcher, so. Alright, so they shock in. They're going to cycle Lorien Revealed. That's totally fine, obviously. So next turn we could Grief Scam them. But like, remember that we don't draw cards with our draw step with Necro, so like, you know, they have a Shadow and stuff too, so they're going to Bowmasters. We're going to untap and draw. So obviously we don't draw a card for our turn. We need to be aware of not dying if possible. Yeah, alright. Just want to cast Belcher and kill them, obviously. Let's start by griefing. Just grief, pitch Necro. Start there. Force their action. See if they want to cast their Bowmaster or not. They do. So we'll take 1 down to 6. We'll grief. Look at their hand and see a Spell Snare, a Tameo, and a Shadow. Take the Shadow. And then, do we think they'll double block? The big questions here are, do we think they'll double block? And if they do we want them to double block?
We got annihilated.
And then also, do I want to rebirth a grief? Or just draw cards? I'm not going to draw cards, honestly. So, let's deck. They're going to double block. Wow. I think this is surprising. I'm like, once I attacked, I was like, man, if they don't block, I'm going to feel really bad about this. But they block, so cool. Love to see that. And now the question is, do I want to grief scam them and lose 2 life, or just draw some cards? Necro doesn't draw, correct, but they have Tameo, Spell Snare, nothing. Yeah, alright, let's just pitch grief. We'll just ship the Awakening. We'll just get their Tameo. Just empty their hand completely. We'll just play Rebirth as a land, and we'll just draw not 5 cards, probably 4 cards. I don't want to be dead to a Bowmaster, obviously. So we got 3 cards coming. Let's go. Let's go to 2. I think 2 is fine. And then we will say go. Dark Ritual, Trawler, Necro, Bowmasters. Cool. So now we have Ritual for our Belcher next turn. And a Bowmasters too. Got a Spell Snare me, go nuts. Cool. The only problem is if they counter my Belcher, we're like almost locked out. But so let's just cast Ritual. So if they drew like exactly Mana Drain, we might not be able to win. But they didn't. Cool. I'm going to play with Stapped and not draw a card with Necro and just say go. We took a lot of damage early, you know, with our Reanimate and so on and so forth. So, and didn't find a March in our top 20 cards. But as it stands, they're dead on board. So they've been a bobble. What's up, Raph? Thanks for resub. Remember, folks, you're sitting. Welcome to the stream. My name is Jim, Pro Magic player, full-time content creator. If it's your first time here, hit the follow button. For watching on YouTube, please, if you enjoy my content and you want to see me succeed as a content creator, hit the like button, leave a comment, support the channel. All right. All right. So they are Dimir like Shadow. I would say maybe some Fatal Pushes are in line. Do I want an extra Belcher? I don't think so. Do I want an extra Shieldred? If they have Eyebinder for Trial Belcher, that'd be pretty annoying, yeah. There's not much I want to cut here. I just kind of want all these cards. Like, I want some discard because they have counter spells. Maybe we like dump the Thoughtseize because it's kind of painful. Bring in the Fatal Pushes. Is Bowmaster good versus them? Yeah, I guess it's good versus everyone, right? Beseech the Mirror is also a little clunky, maybe. Just cut those. Remember the Shielded. Let's try this. We're winging it. Alright. What do you got, friend? What does everyone think of the introduction to Modern Horizons 3 to Modern and Historic and Timeless? Modern Horizons 3, yay or nay? Pretty dismayed, honestly. They posted the Arena Championships this weekend. It's historic. They posted the metagame breakdown, and holy shit.
Still a piece of garbage.
It's literally just like 31 energy decks or something like that. Boros Energy, 18 decks. Jeskai Control is just Jeskai Energy Control. So they're obviously playing Wrath of the Skies and Galvanic Discharge. And then Lotus Field is just a version of Jeskai Control. And then Mardu Energy. So we have 3 non-energy decks. Like, holy shit. They just completely destroyed it. They ruined Historic. Like, I'm pretty sad about it. And now we're going to have 2 pro-level events that have been absolutely ramshackled by Modern Horizons 3. Not great. Not great. What's going on here? Did our opponent just, like, peace? Alright, our opponent just didn't show up for game 2. Sure, whatever. We'll take it, I guess. Alright, try another match here. On the play. We got 5 lands. But the good news is we have Rebirth is a scam, so you have turn 1 scam. You can keep this. Just got scam on the play. Works for me. So let's pay 3 life. I don't know about the full control or not, but we're going to pitch, I guess, a Trawler. Alright, so reveal your hand. Resolve that one first. We see a hand of. They have their own grief scam. Did they keep a no-lander? What a psycho. They kept a no-land hand. To be fair, they have grief, a land cycler, the full reanimate scam, and 2 baubles. But like, what a psycho keep. What do we even take? So what if I just draw land, you know? Is it reanimate? I guess. Like, it has to be, right? Alright. Sure. So we take reanimate and, like, troll? Or reanimate and grief, maybe? Maybe it's reanimate and grief, I think. Alright. So take reanimate. We'll rebirth. And scam ya. And we'll take the grief. Man. Timeless. I'm glad Timeless exists. I'm glad there's a place to play all these ridiculous cards. But it is quite the format. So here's Bauble number 1. Taking a look at my library. Bauble number 2. Gonna look at their library. We'll just try again next turn, I guess. So we need to draw. We need to recast Belcher before they can draw Thoughtseize. They drew Grief. Alright, sure. Isn't Grief like the funnest card of all time? Both players just start with 2 cards in their hands. Have I seen Spike using Breaker Creation in the top end of Eldrazi decks? No, I have not, but that's kind of cool. So draw 2. We draw Rebirth. Alright, well. I'm going to hold them all. Show up as Rebirth. Actually, play that. I want the untap land. Let's play this. Alright. Grief, grief, grief. Good grief. They draw the swamp. So lucky. Now they have a troll. And they also draw reanimate too. Alright, they take the trawler, they leave us with mauling, and we draw freaking Necrodominance. That's awesome. Alright, so unfortunately this comes in tapped. We have Necro next turn. Their draws were Grief, Swamp, Troll, after we took Reanimate and Grief. But they're not Troll, I mean, they drew Grief, Reanimate, though. So 12, we draw Felder. Alright, so we're going to attack. We're going to Necro for a Mouch. Yeah, we'll just play with Stab, too, I guess. We could hold this to try and kill the Grief. We play with Kill Grief, though, so... Alright, so we're going to Necro for... The problem is if they drew Wellmaster, we're dead, but... Alright, so they crack the fetch, go to 6. What a card. What a card! They're going to Theater up. They have this Underworld Breach that can do some stuff. Swamp Cycle. They can respond to a trigger. I can just not draw, obviously, but that still sucks. I'm thinking... So, funny story from Pro Tour testing. I was playing against Gab. Gab was playing Necrodominance. I'm playing my Eldrazi deck. And Seth is watching. Seth also played Necrodominance. Seth played the most Necrodominance games. And Gab goes, Seth, what do you think? How many cards should I draw here? I was thinking 5. And Seth is like, I was thinking 12. Just 2 Hall of Fame Magic players, 7 cards off. Pretty crazy. So, it's possible they have Bolt in their deck. I'm going to draw 5, I think. Probably if it's not enough, we just die. But yeah, let's play draw 5. All right, Awakening Ritual, Bowmaster. We do the March. Do the March. We're good.
Oh my god!
So we can go, like, maybe Bowmasters. Maybe we have 2 Bowmasters. Too much to kill them, but... Alright, we are at 4. They're at 6. Here's Phyrexian Tower. Imagine playing actual lands in your deck, right? What a loser.
That's it. I'm going to clown college.
They're going to Phyrexian Tower and cast Underworld Breach. They can cast Reanimate. That's pretty good, actually. So they can reanimate. Well, the thing is, if they reanimate their Grief, they just go to 2 and just, like, they just die, right? So I think we're alright here, personally. Gonna cast Supplier. Gonna start there. They hit another Supplier and a Ritual. That was pretty gross. Alright, sit back and relax. Great time to remind you all hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, please. Thank you. You're all awesome. Is it possible they can kill us here? I mean, maybe. Here's a Ritual. They have 3 mana. 5 cards in the graveyard. Grief, Reanimate, Supplier, Ritual.
Who's in charge? Me or the devil? I think I'm in charge.
Go ahead and annihilate them, dear.
What do you got, friend? Huh? What are you thinking over there?
You folding? Or you
So they're going to play a Supplier with 2 black floating, mill 3 cards, which obviously helps the Breach, but they only hit another Breach and a Ritual. I think they're just dead. So they're just going to say go with 2 Suppliers in play. Alright, so they are at 6. We are at 4. I guess we're going to, like, march one of these so they can't block. We'll gain a lot and then leave a Bowmaster. Costs 2 less if I exile a card, so Ritualing is the same thing. So we'll just X equals 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah. Alright, so gain 7. They mill some cards. We attack with Grief. And then we'll just say go and pay, like, maybe 6 life. Go to 5. I think 5's pretty safe, right? Control their march, too. All right, max hand size is 5. All right. I'm an idiot. That's my bad. I just forgot that that's how that card worked. I was thinking of Necro, not Necro Dominance, so should have probably just drawn 7 life. That's okay. I think we're going to be fine this game. All right, they're going to attack. Just going to cast Bowmaster, shoot them, and block with the token. Sick.
Gang. Blouses.
All right, so they are like an Underworld Breach-based black deck. Also scamming, obviously. Is it possible we want to bring in Leyline of the Void? I like bringing in Leyline against a scam deck, you know, like, because like it's just like a dead draw at some point. Maybe we want it though. They breaches too. Let's bring 4 Leylines. Let's cut like maybe some of the discard, like the painful discard, and maybe these like Beseech the Mirrors are just too crappy. All right, okay, all right, okay. All right, so we've got Ritual, 3 lands, Grief. We have turn 1 Scam, but like they could also just scam us, but we're just gonna keep. Scam, thank you, ma'am. Here's the Wooded Foothills. Shock. Dragon's Rage Channeler. And we have a Bowmasters. Bowmasters is gonna guess. We can go land, ritual, scam, Bowmasters. Oh my god. Alright, so let's do that. Let's go land. Ritual. Grief. Pitching. It might even be Tutor, honestly, because I want land drops for my Belcher, so maybe it's better to Tutor for a Necro. Nah, right? Let's just get the thing in play. We're just gonna Tutor. Resolve this. Grief you. Their hand is Supplier, Bolt, 3 lands. Oh my. Okay. Cast Bowmasters. Kill this. And then cast Rebirth here. So I can turn off full control. Alright, so Rebirth here. That's there. Grief dies. Grief comes back. Take the Supplier. They've got literally not a thing. Nice turn 1, Jim. Thanks. I appreciate that. It's not too bad, you know. It's okay.
Yeah.
Play a theater. What do y'all think? Do we need force in this format? Force of will. It's funny because like Grief is destroying Legacy also, so like it's not even force is like gonna help you, you know. Attack with these. It's funny, like, do we hold? I mean, literally every card in our deck is a black card except for Belcher. So we can just hold this and Grief them again next turn. The problem is that, like, I don't have any cards anyway, so if you put it in play. I was going to play. Like, I could just hold this for if they have removals. But I'll just say go. Pitch Elemental is a design mistake? Yeah, I think so. I think they're heinous, but... Alright, so untap and draw a land. Cool. So we can attack. They do have 2 unknowns. We could Grief Scam them. Yeah, I guess, right? He's mad at this game, right? Grief, yeah. They're at 7 going to 6. What do they got in there? Tendrils of Agony and a land. Oh my. Alright, I guess we'll just do this. So if they draw like Toxic Deluge, I guess we may lose, but otherwise I think we're good to go. Our Modern Horizon set's a mistake? Maybe. Alright. You're up. No Toxic Deluge, please. Nope, just the land.
After it was all over, he took us in the house and served us pancake.
Alright. Awesome. Yeah, I had fun. They didn't have fun. Alright, on the play. Alright, so we got Atlanta comes in untapped, so we have a ritual for our NecroBelcher also. So you can go turn 1 Thoughtseize, turn 2. No untapped land, I guess, but I gotta keep this. Take 5 Thoughtseize you. Not great, but we'll figure it out. Oof, 2 fast mulligans for our opponent.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
What mulligan's the 4? 3. Thoughtseize looking better and better. 3 cards. What are the odds they concede if it's Thoughtseize? Pretty high, right? Their hand is Necro, Swamp. That's a pretty good 3-card hand, alright? Swamp, Swamp, Necro. We draw Malakar, Rebirth. Alright, so... Can't reanimate a thingy, so I'm just gonna say go, I guess. We should have turn 2 Belcher. Turn 3 kill you. Sorin of House Markov. Sure.
A proper feast.
Belcher. Tap land. Your turn. Gonna belch you. Gonna get you. Sauron is Sauron. Sauron the Dark Lord.
I suppose you think that was terribly clever.
We just heard that one, Gandalf. Come on, what are you doing?
It's particularly good.
They're going to Consuming Corruption their own Sorin to flip it.
No neck shall be spared from my hunger. No mercy for the
Belch you. You're dead.
Get off my plane.
3 mana win the game. Alright, so, I mean, they're just playing a Necro deck also, so... He's fucking chill. I swear to God, these card styles. Oh, I just can't have it the way I want it. It just, I cannot have it the way I want it on Arena. All I want is my old border thing and nothing else. It just, nope. You want this thing? You gotta have these things too. Ugh. Alright, anything changed for us here? We're on the draw. I think it's hard to board much. I think Beseech the Mirror is too sketchy on the draw. Maybe bring 2 dresses. Alright, Grief. We got 4 lands. We have Scam too. Sure. Keep this. They mulligan. These aren't even the right... Well, I guess, so I guess we have the setting turned on again. So, but it's not on right now. I don't know how any of this works. Alright, I just forget. Turn 1 Ritual. Ritual Necro. That's bad. Alright. I think this format probably needs Force Negation or Force of Will. Just the fact that turn 1 Ritual Necro is a play you can make is like... On the draw, you're just like, alright, I literally can't win. That's cool, I guess. Alright, they draw a bunch of cards. Force Negation especially. I think Force Negation is a great design, honestly. Alright. We draw Belcher. Okay. I mean, I guess we're going to Grief Scam, right? So, let's pay 3 life. I do want to know if I can do this without full controlling, but I'm too scared to try it. keep Ritual, I guess. He pitched the extra Grief. I'm not gonna Grief twice, so I'm trying to keep my lands and my Belcher, so. You do need full control to scam. PSA. At least stacks it right. Oh shit. Alright, their hand is Sorin, Meat Massacre, Actual Factual Corrupt, Sorin again, and a March. I would say the March is the most important card by like a mile. Sure. Let's take the March. And then we will Rebirth. How do you play Corrupt in your deck, you know? Like, just like, it's not 1995, you know, or whatever. Like, alright, so Griefy again. This one's going to take the Massacre, probably, because the Sorens or whatever, and the Corrupt is obviously uncastable, so take Meat Massacre. And then we will, oh yeah, it was turn 1, right? It's like, yeah, I guess that was turn 1. They went turn 1 Necro, I went turn 1 Scam. Alright, so play Sorin, Necro a bunch. Listen, Corrupt is a cool card, alright? It's just a little outclassed in the realm of like turn 1 Grief Scam, turn 1 Necro. Alright, they go to 9. They have infinite cards in their hand. It's pretty hard to beat turn 1 Necro. Just like, there's no real like way of me to sugarcoat it. Like, our opponent's drawn 14 cards this game. There's a new black Corrupt. They can't target players, but which are duress. I mean, we draw like second Ritual. We can just Belch and kill them. Be kind of cool. They have Merchant, Sauron, Rebirth. So I keep saying Sauron. Sorin. Let's take the Ritual, I guess. That's pretty bad, honestly. Are we gonna win this game? Like, turn 1, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Dark Ritual, Corrupt. Ooh, we're playing Magic now. Here's Rakdos for 4. I mean, they can't cast Merch. Can't cast Merchant yet. Can't play Merchant, can't play Sorin, can't play Corrupt. They actually can't play any card in their hand. And then we're going to Ritual out of Belcher. Alright. They drew a March, we're in trouble, but alright, we will attack for 3. Alright, yeah, what are we going to do, right? Here's a Ritual. Once Belcher's in play, they should be able to remove it, realistically, so. I just Bowmaster and killed him too, I guess. That's true. Right, they're 1. I'm sorry. that makes more sense, alright? COVID brain's still a little woozy, so. Didn't need to cast that Ritual, obviously, but. Donk. They could have attacked, yeah. They could have gained a life there too, but yeah. I mean, whatever. I guess that was certainly a match at the Gathering. All right, so overall, kind of sweet. Obviously doing all the good black things with Bowmaster and Ritual and Grief and stuff, but the lands didn't hurt us a ton, and the Belcher was good. I mean, like, just having cards as you win the game is pretty sweet. So yeah, that's a cool little brewski. We'll take a 3-up, kind of, because they kind of mulled a 3 and didn't show up for half the games, but whatever, it's fine. So there you go, Freshly Brewed 83 in the books. YouTube folks, love you, like, comment, subscribe, you're all great. Peace.